Hello and welcome to Maths with Jacob. This lesson will focus on telling the time. In the previous video, we introduced the concept of time. With respect to telling the time, we only saw pictures of an analog clock. The following pictures show both the analog and digital clock. So this one here is called the analog clock, and this one here is called the digital clock. So the first picture shows an analog clock. It is a mechanical clock because it has moving parts and they are powered by a battery or by winding up a small spring inside the watch. The second picture shows the digital clock. It is electronic and is powered by a battery. The difference is obvious. Each clock has the function of telling us the time at any given point of the day. Each time shows 4 o'clock. This can be written as 4:00. Now, this here is normally the analog. This one here is definitely the digital. But both of the times can be written either way. So 4 o'clock or 4 with 2 zeros after it, they both mean the same thing. But it's important to note that this one here, because see it looks like that one, that is normally shown on a digital clock. The above two times are on the hour. On the next slide we will see two clocks showing a different time. Here we have an analog clock. Now that's the second hand. That goes around pretty quickly. This one here, the long hand, is the minute hand, and this is called the hour hand. So that's an analog clock there. This clock here is the digital clock. The two times on the left can be written and said in different ways. 3:30, 3:30, using these numbers, 3:30 using words, or 30 minutes past 3. We also have to the hour and past the hour. Times can be written past the hour or to the hour. The pictures on the next slide will illustrate. This picture shows both the analog and digital clock. Both times show 10:15 or 10:15. These times are known as past the hour. Both of the above clocks show 3:45 or 3:45. These are the two most popular ways of saying this time. These times are known as to the hour. AM and PM. The time shown on each clock is 12 o'clock. This can either be midday or midnight. Let's look at AM or PM. AM or PM used after the time tell us which part of the day we are talking about. AM. These two letters have a Latin meaning and they stand for ante-meridiem. Literally it means before midday. PM. These two letters have a Latin meaning and they stand for post-meridiem. Literally it means after midday. More specifically, AM is between midnight and midday. PM is between midday and midnight. Two useful diagrams telling the time. Now here is an analog clock, and you can see the big hand, which is the minute hand, is on the 12. The small hand is the hour hand, and that's on the 3. When the big hand is on the 12, like this pink hand here, that's the big hand here, which of course is the longer one, the time is o'clock. The exact o'clock is known by the position of the small hand. The time shown above is 3 o'clock. Because the small hand is pointing to the 3, it is 3 o'clock. And here quickly is a little diagram which highlights past the hour, all on that side there. As you come in this direction here, that is past the hour, and that's half past, which means half an hour past the hour. When you come up in this direction, this means to the hour. That's why you have the word to there. See that? To the hour. So quarter to means 15 minutes to, because 15 minutes is quarter of an hour, and quarter past means 15 minutes past. So that's an interesting little diagram which highlights past and to the hour.